Beautiful. This is Far Cry 3. Any percent without cutscenes. I guess I'm just starting. So let's go. We're just gonna start over here. So it's a clean run and timer starts now. Oh, I messed that up a little bit. Alrighty, so this is Far Cry 3 any percent. And we're using a mod which removes all of the cutscenes. And there's a lot of cutscenes in this game that are not skippable. There's about an hour and 35 minutes worth of intro and cutscenes, which this mod removes. So the vanilla run has a lot of waiting around, but this one is almost pure action. It also removes the intro bit.
And also, hey, I'm here too. I'm
yeah, of course. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm glad to the 80% vanilla skip cutscenes and 100% world record holder. I'm gonna be providing the commentary for this run. Binslev currently is second place, but he's still really great runner of this game.
Thank you very much.
No problem, dude. Okay, so Binslev here is doing F11 trick. We're actually... Oh no, we are doing grabbing here the green leaf here for the next mission. Down in the Monarchy town. Harvest the jungle. Because we are gonna be collecting a few green leaves, blue leaves, red leaves, and boars. And currently we're just running up to the tower, up top of the tower. We need to activate it.
And this is like part of the intro, basically, where this is the game is teaching you to climb radio towers, but we're only going to be climbing this one. If anyone has played Far Cry 3, they probably remember these radio towers being a bane of their existence. We're only going to be doing this one because they only really clear the map, but since we know the map inside out, it's not really that relevant. So these first couple of missions is just teaching us the game, how harvesting plants and animals works. How the outpost works, etc. Right, here we go. So now I'm gonna kill myself to teleport down to Dennis down here. He's gonna teach us how the map works. Like so.
Everything you need to know has been revealed by the radio tower.
And normally there's actually a trick here where you can quit to desktop and then continue the game to skip this whole tutorial, which saves quite a bit of time. But I'm not gonna do that because I'm not sure how the stream is gonna behave. So.
Also here on this map tutorial, if you need to click the boar, the marker boar as soon as possible, because it's gonna be, you're gonna leave the Dennis's dialogue a lot faster than if you like wait a little.
Here, now, if you want to save your friends, you must know the jungle.
Alrighty.
Animal skins and leather will help you to carry many weapons and equipment. Plants can be mixed to create potent medicines that heal you, enhance your senses, and more.
Also, I'm gonna give a shout out to Scubra for making this mod. Pretty awesome.
What am I supposed to do?
For sure, yeah, he put in a lot of hard work to make this mod like seamless. Ironically, when you remove all of the cutscenes, the game breaks a lot. So he had to like put in a lot of hours of custom scripting and stuff to make sure the mod works exactly like the vanilla game with the cutscenes. So it puts you in all the right places. It's basically no difference besides the fact that it's cutting out the cutscenes. So it's a really cool mod. And yeah, he's made an identical one for Far Cry 4 as well. We actually commissioned it from him. We got him to make one for Far Cry 4 as well, because it's equally useful in 4. There's also unskippable cutscenes, a lot of them, including a 10-minute long intro, which you cannot skip, and you have to sit through every time you want to do a speedrun. So it really makes the speedrun a lot more fun.
Yeah, here...
So here we're just killing... Yeah, sorry, go on.
Yeah. Okay, Binslev here actually reloaded the checkpoint with F11 to make the boars consistent. And he is gonna be grabbing a lot of leaves here. And the first boar he knifed because it makes the second boar consistent. If you shoot the first one, it will run around the camp a lot.
Yeah. And up here I'm gonna make sure I take some damage so that I can use a heal syringe in this little tutorial bit here. Hopefully I did it right. We'll see.
Jason. You
Yep.
may even find
There you go. And this is gonna go pretty quickly because I'm just, you know, skipping through all this dialogue. There we go. So just to explain what happened there. First of all, I crafted some medkits and a loot bag, I believe it was with the pig skins I got and the green leaves I got earlier, and then I used a medkit to skip to the next part of the tutorial, which is the skill menu. And then I picked a couple of the skills that I need, and then I moved my mouse really quickly at the top of the skill tree there, which also for some reason skips Dennis's dialogue. So normally this tutorial is like a minute and a half or something, if I remember correctly, but I went through it in like 10 seconds, because you can skip all of it if you, with a couple of neat tricks.
It also works because there is actually, on a lot of cutscenes, there is a health check. So if you have like low HP, it will heal up you fully. And you get this check done, and then you take a damage, and it does not refill your health. So that's why this trick works.
Right, so this is a little outpost tutorial here. We're gonna go up here, we're gonna kill the enemies, and then we're gonna take a pig skin as well, which is very useful for the speedrun, because it gives us a syringe pouch. The syringe pouch is very useful, because it means we can carry 5 syringes instead of 3.
I'm coming.
Isn't it 2, actually?
I think it's, I don't remember, but it doesn't really matter. The fact that you it gives you you can carry 5 when you upgrade your syringe pack, which is super useful because we are gonna be spamming syringes like there's no tomorrow in the speedrun, because there's a specific syringe that gives you 75% speed boost, and with the right perks it lasts for 27 seconds. So you almost run twice as fast for 30 seconds, and we are gonna be, I don't know, I think we're gonna be spending like, probably like 30, 40 of them at least.
Yeah, around 40.
Yeah. So yeah, that pouch is super useful because it means that we don't have to go into the crafting menu as often. So yeah, so here I'm just gonna sell my loot real quick. Well, as a couple of leaves, and then we're gonna buy ammo. Beautiful. So now I'm gonna take...
Binslev's gonna be reloading a lot after fast traveling. This makes cars spawn. If you just run to the car spawn location normally, when you fast travel, it's not gonna be there, but F11 makes it consistent.
Yeah, that spawns all the vehicles in the outpost or area that you're in. So what I just did there, I intentionally lost some health so that I could use a medkit, because I need to get rid of my medkits here. I'm also just gonna go and get a perk real quick, expert swimmer, there we go, because I'm gonna be doing quite a bit of swimming at the run, starting from this mission, so... Expert swimmer makes you swim, I think it's 50% faster, something like that. And I'm gonna lose the next medkit a bit later on. I need to make sure, I need to have 0 medkits for a trick that's coming up in this mission, which is really cool.
So we're driving to the, like, probably the most optimized mission in this game, the Mushrooms in the Deep. It has a lot of tricks, and they are pretty cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of really cool skips that we've found here.
Also to know, this game is heavily scripted, so you need to complete every mission in this game, pretty much. So you can't really skip any main missions.
Yeah, for sure. The newer Far Cry games are much more freeform, I should you can say, because you can do a lot of missions at the same time, and you can like do parts of one mission, go to the next one. These older games are much more strict with how you do the missions, and you'll just fail them if you go too far away. So yeah, but anyways, we're gonna see if I can do this. Yes, so I just skipped the exit animation by leaping out of the car and then hitting the barrel next to that fence. Saves like 1 or 2 seconds probably. I'm just running over here to this house to start the mission with Dr. Earnhardt. There's a lot of cutscenes in this mission that we obviously skip. So this is one of the longest missions in the vanilla run, I think, but yeah. Skipping all of them, of course, or at least most of the cutscenes in the game. I'm just gonna lose a bit of health and use a head med kit. There we go.
Binslev also used the F11 here to get spawned near this cave here because we want to go here.
Yeah, this moves you like 50 meters or something down towards the cave that we need to be at. So, very useful.
Yeah, this is one of the most useful F11s.
Yeah.
Leap of faith.
Yeah. Then I fell down to this ledge. That skips like the whole section. You can also just jump into the water, but then you have to walk around. This like skips it all. And here I am gonna be spamming heal because... Oh, did I mess it up? I think I did.
Yeah, you need to sprint here also.
Oh yeah, that's true. The second one is the most important one. Right, so we're gonna be healing here at the right time, like so. This allows us to walk quicker than normal. It feels like we're walking twice as fast as we're like supposed to here. If you don't heal, you'll walk much slower than this through this like tripping ball section. And healing like somehow cancels the slowdown, so we're walking much quicker than is intended here. We're actually so fast that we're gonna have to wait a little bit up at this house, otherwise we'll soft lock the game.
We're in Bangkok together. I can't believe how beautiful.
Yeah, in this, while we're waiting here, it also skips the 3 dialogues here, and it also saves time.
There's a sound cue there. We need to wait for Grant to say that. Here's another trick. Go. So I skipped the falling animation as well as some bats that normally fly in your face when I fell down on the ground there by holding W and Shift and a weapon key. Alright, and I'm also gonna skip. I'm gonna go up here, which is like quite a bit faster than the intended way of like climbing along this cliff here. If you can like jump up here and shorten the route considerably to the exit here. Yeah, this mod is actually really cool. Scooper made it for himself, partly because people told him it was impossible, and partly because he plays this game a lot. Like he replays the game constantly, so he was tired of sitting through all the cutscenes and and such. So he F11. So he made the mod just for casual play, but then Vlad found it on Nexus Mods and realized how much potential it had for speedrunning as well, because, you know, this is a really cool speedrun.
And the skip cutscenes made it even cooler and faster.
For sure, yeah. Like, oh, it's like I mentioned. I don't know if we mentioned it, but there's an hour and 35 minutes of intro and cutscenes. So the difference is that the world record in vanilla is 3 hours and 32 minutes. The world record in the skip cutscenes mod is 1 hour and 58 minutes. So that's a huge difference, you know. And also, you're like constantly doing stuff. You're not waiting for a minute or waiting for 2 minutes here and there. So it's a lot of fun. Anyways, right now we're driving to the Medusa, which is a crashed boat up here. This is actually a stealth mission, so we need to be kind of careful with how we engage the enemies to avoid detection and failing the mission. Can I get the car around here? Yes, I can. Beautiful. We're gonna bring the car all the way here. We're gonna run this guy over, hopefully. Go. We're gonna get out and walk to these guys, because again, if they start shooting, they alert everyone, and that's not good. Throw some rocks to distract these guys. There we go. Gonna do takedowns because they're stealth. There we go. We need to loot this guy. We need to lose 3 of these commanders here.
Take out those pirates.
Another one over here. Playing this safe. There we go. Another takedown. Gonna loot this guy. We're gonna run in here and plant a mine for this next coming up. It's gonna the next section that's gonna spawn some enemies. Beautiful. Alright, we got everyone. And that was the last keys. Now we're running up here. Next place. The mission. Need to go up here and interact with a computer. Or something. Radio equipment.
You gonna show off C4 dupe or not?
Yeah, I am, yeah. I'm gonna use it here. So we're gonna dupe C4 by planting it on the wall, and then we can just pick up... Oh, did I mess it up?
You just need to, like, press E multiple times.
There you go, yeah, just spam it a couple of times, yeah. So yeah, I planted the C4, I only had one, but then I could pick up two. For some reason, the game is, like, broken like that.
They're coming for me. I'm ready.
Beautiful. So hopefully this first wave should just blow up immediately. There we go. There you go. That's the mission. So now we got a radio call. We're gonna loot a couple of these loot boxes. They give us money and they give us some items that we can sell for more money. There you go. Beautiful. So now we're gonna fast travel back here to Amanaki village. We'll go talk to Dennis over here to give us the mission playing the spoiler. And there we go, now we're gonna fast travel back to Amanaki Outpost. We're gonna reload checkpoint right away. Again, to just spawn the vehicles that we need.
Don't forget about the double leaf skill.
The what?
The double leaf skill.
Oh yeah, you're right. I completely forgot about that. Cheers. Yeah, there's quite a few perks that we get into the speedrun to speed things up, and one of the most important ones is Horticulture 101, which is this one. And that gives us double leaves, which means we need one blue leaf to craft a sprint syringe, which is the one that gives you almost double speed for 30 seconds roughly. And that perk gives us double leaves every time we loot one leaf, so double the syringes, double the fun. And this mission is the first place where we start looting blue leaves, so it's quite important to get it here. Because obviously each syringe saves a lot of time.
It's also a stealth mission, this camp here. You need to go stealthy here normally, but for some reason, even if you get detected, the fire is gonna press the alarm. It will still continue as normal. It's not like on the Medusa.
Yeah. Luckily, I did the stealth. No one noticed I was here, so only or something. There we go. So now we're just swimming away. We're gonna go over here and loot these flowers that are by this waterfall. So these are the blue flowers I was talking about. They come in many different shapes and sizes, normally near water. This one. I think. Beautiful. Prison break, that's up here. Prison break-in is what we call it. Now we're gonna go save our girlfriend, who's been taken hostage along with all of our other friends. That's what the game is about. We need to save our friends and get them off this pirate island. Alrighty. So now we're just flying over here to this little Sunset Cove, as it's called, which is where our girlfriend is apparently hiding. Lisa, that's her name. These hang gliders are really effective for getting around the island. We used them a couple of times in the run. But they're strategically located. So we just park it there so it doesn't fall into the camp and alert everyone. That's a no-go. Take down this guy, he has the key. Just gonna loot him, and there is a checkpoint we can load, but I'm not gonna do it. It's not. It's only necessary if you're like getting shut up. But you can reload checkpoint to despawn all the enemies if you're in trouble there. Uh-oh. Okay, we're fine. Alright.
Nice.
Now we're going in here. We're gonna loot this little crate again. It's always useful to loot these. For most of the game, it's very handy to loot these things because they give you a lot of they give you money, which you need for body armor and ammo, throwables, that kind of stuff. Right. Next up is Island Port Hotel, I think it's called.
Yeah.
This is an extra long load screen because this is one of the sections where Scuba made some custom scripting to make the mission progress as it should. Because there's a bunch of cutscenes here that we're like skipping basically. So yeah, I'm super impressed with like how seamless it works and how reliable it is as well. It's great for like grinding if you want to get into the speedrun. Oh, nice, thanks. I got put on fire, sadly. There we go. So now, right now, we're just escaping this burning house. There's a little bit of context that's missing, or maybe a lot of it, because we skipped all the cutscenes again. Basically, we got captured by Vars, and he set us on fire along with our girlfriend, Lisa. And now we have to escape. So that's a couple of QTE. The game loves QTEs.
Yeah, this game loves QTEs. Also, normally you're supposed to like shoot the valves, but you can literally just run through them, through the fire. It doesn't really matter.
Go. Now we're escaping. We found a car, luckily. So this is basically just an auto-scroller where we need to... Well, on adventure difficulty, which is the easiest one I'm playing on, it doesn't really matter much. They don't do much damage. But you're supposed to, you know, defend the car while you're escaping here.
Yeah, also one interesting note is, if you look in your weapon wheel right now, it's not gonna have any nades and molotovs here, so we have to refill them later for the
oh yeah, that's
the
right.
Hornet's Nest. Yeah. For some reason, when you like just jump in this car, it removes all your nades and molotovs. Really weird.
Yeah. Pity.
Don't jerk the wheel! You're not helping!
So Vlad, wasn't it about a year ago that you did the first speedrun of this mod?
It's around that, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this speedrun has a lot of history. It's the game is over 10 years old. It was released in November 2012. And of course people started speedrunning it almost right away. This mod is pretty recent development, honestly. But it really helped it helped me get into the speedrun for sure. I don't know if I would have started Far Cry 3 and 4 speedruns if it wasn't for the remove cutscenes, the skip cutscenes mods, because yeah, they really make the experience much more enjoyable. For if you're not used to these longer speedruns of like 3 hours, 4 hours, this mod is really helpful. So you gotta kill 2 guys for her to start driving. To be honest, it is kind of understandable why you lose your Molotovs here, because you've kind of been kidnapped and tied up and stuff. So it makes sense when you think about it. Alrighty. That was that mission. And we're gonna run down here to this little cave, meet our friends who are hiding down here. So now there's a little bit of a break in the action, you could say. These next couple of missions are pretty laid back compared to the rest of the game. So right now we're just swimming over here to find a wrench or something on the sea floor right there. The power head. I'm gonna bring that to Daisy. Lots of exposition here in the normal speedrun. But luckily the exposition heavy missions are made short in this mod. Voila. Fast travel here. Quick sell, and we're gonna buy some body armor. Oh, hang on. Beautiful. So the body armor is not necessarily right away, it's gonna be useful for a later mission.
I've tried to reach him many times. What happened?
Voss captured me. And I made it out with Lisa, but he still has the others.
Let's just hope
Kick
that
the harness.
Strong enough to get them out.
let's just hope that the bad car not gonna spawn and shoot your tires or something.
That's true. It's a bit of RNG on these car rides. Basically, the enemies can like spawn randomly, and sometimes technical with a really powerful gun can spawn and chase you down and shoot you, kill your car. This one is okay. He doesn't have a mounted gun, luckily, so we're fine. So currently we're driving to meet Citra, who is the warrior queen of the jungle tribe that we're lucky at. Plays a pretty central role in the story, but of course we're skipping over most of the story because we're removing all the cutscenes. So we barely even get to see her. We're just gonna ram our car into this little doorway down here. Guess this is how you enter a holy temple. Like so. Run up here. There we go. Now we're gonna have another tripping balls section. This game really loves its drugs. So here we're gonna get a bit of foreshadowing, or a lot of foreshadowing. In fact, this little drug trip is gonna tell us where we need to go next in our journey. So here I'm actually gonna be tapping shift like so. So make sure I'm running here. So it doesn't really look like I'm running, but I am actually moving much quicker than you normally would in this section here if you don't do anything. This trigger only works with the skip cutscenes mod actually. Yeah, we're running super duper fast just through this bit here, following this guy in the white. Now there's another part of walking really slowly. Gonna get a little bit of information about our friends. That's one of our friends, Keith, with Buck, who we're gonna meet in a moment. Sadly, there's no speeding this up. You're forced to walk super duper slow. At least we haven't found a way to speed it up. That's probably the better way to say it. And that's Voss, who we don't really get to see him. Because we're removing all the cutscenes.
Because he's only in the cutscenes in his boss fight.
Yeah, pretty much. But I would rather trade. I would happily trade Voss away for removing all the other cutscenes as well, because there's not that many interesting characters in my eyes. The game is really cool. Speedrun is super cool, but the characters are a mixed bag. So now we're leaving Citrus Temple. We're gonna fast travel to Bad Town up here. So Gonna go and meet Buck. No, we're gonna meet Willis first. Then we're gonna meet Buck later.
It's the one from my dream. Doesn't seem to be doing
Willis
too
is
well.
well, we're gonna meet him in a moment.
That's the place. I've got to find the man in white. That's the guy from my vision.
Alrighty.
He's gonna lead me to Keith and Oliver. That man's
And now we're gonna
Keith.
follow this
I
guy
know it.
for a couple of minutes. This is another slow mission, like I mentioned.
Can't
It's gonna
miss
pick
it.
up in a moment, but for now it's a pretty slow mission. So there's a couple of perks that I usually get here. Just do that. This one and this one. Then we have jungle run and we have takedown drag. Doesn't really matter. Then running reload. So iron sights and fire retardant protect us from explosive and fire damage respectively. And those were the first two perks I got, and then in the next menu I got jungle run, which makes us crouch walk much faster, and I also got running reload, which, like the name suggests, helps me run. Like I can reload some guns while I'm running. Not all of them, only like lighter guns like AK.
Almost close.
It's gonna
AK, the
really
PPM doesn't
help.
work.
Yeah, it's gonna really help on my name Hoyt. The next, like, after Kick the Hornet's Nest.
Those words interest you?
I'm working tonight.
We all are, baby.
So yeah, a man named Hoyt is one of the main ones. Where it helps. We have to keep our distance. We're being very stealthy, only like crouching in the middle of the street a little bit.
Alright, where's my fucking money?
And there's
I don't fucking care.
lying money everywhere here as well,
Holding out on me.
which is always nice. A little bit of cash, not much, but you know, it's free money. These guys don't need it.
Please don't. Hey.
There's some more here. There you go.
Actually, funny note, for some reason the cash here, for me, I can't even pick it up.
Like what you see?
I tried.
There's one of them that I can't pick up, but the rest I can. No problem. But one of them
I
is just
tried
not
all of them.
because- Really?
I tried all of them.
Oh, that sounds like a skill issue. if I'm being honest.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Want to play? You like what you see, I can tell.
Maybe that's what's holding me back from having the world record. It's this massive bag of all the money that I'm looting. I can't carry it all. Alrighty, so we're just waiting for this guy to walk horrendously slowly to his his door over there. Oh, and the best part is if you get too close to him and fail the mission, you get to start all the way from the bar. Oh, I'm gonna walk right after him, and immediately he's gonna threaten to blow us up.
Place explodes like a pop bottle.
Jesus!
I doubt it. 5 seconds.
Jason Brody!
Really?
Yes!
So you're Snow
Maybe we
White,
just have to wait for this dialogue
I don't know.
before we can enter the basement.
Hold up.
a pragmatist. Promising. But do you consider yourself a patriot, Mr. Brody? Thing is, the real patriot doesn't just put his hand on his heart while holding a hot dog at the ball game. That's a gosh darn cake.
This is one of the few breaks you get in the run, where you can, you know, take a bathroom break and such.
Liberty. Upon hearing of the death of a brother at war, the real patriot asks, "Did we win?" And then
There's
when
not a
you
lot of
receive an
those,
announcement of
which is
victory,
nice.
So, are you a
That's the
real
purpose of the
patriot
speedrun,
or
after,
those
or the mod
old
after all.
Yankees who cries when the jean store runs out of pocket squares?
A real patriot.
Bingo. That's what I like to hear. By the way, Voss has your friend Oliver Carswell, and I'm zeroing in on Keith Ramsey.
Why are you looking for them?
It's my job to know this island inside and out. I can help you, but you gotta play the game. There's something I'm looking for. We'll trade favors.
Deal.
Almost messed that up. Almost dropped the
As
flamethrower.
long as it gets me closer to finding my friends.
Flammenwerfer. So this mission coming up is probably one of the most memorable ones. I'm sure if anyone has played Far Cry 3, you'll remember this one. Here I'm actually doing something called a trial warp, and there's like a bunch of these trial stones. You should see that big red one. That's like a, you know, a kind of a challenge. You need to kill X amount of enemies or whatever. And I don't really care about the trial itself, but you can actually use the trial stones to like warp around the map, like a fast travel point almost. So if you start a trial and immediately quit it, first of all, a vehicle spawns, which is very handy. But also you can use the you can actually start a trial from anywhere on the map and then immediately quit it, and then you're like warped to the trial right next to it. So you can use it as a fast travel point without. Normally you can only use outposts for fast traveling and stuff like that. But you can also use these trials to like warp around. Go. So now I'm gonna reload checkpoint again to just get in the right position. So this is the weed burning mission. Kick the hornet's nest.
Shit, I'm running dry. Maybe the pirates got a stash lying around.
We're just gonna use molotovs on the fields on the right. Make sure to burn everything while we're in midair. Flamethrower, because it then doesn't take any time to like activate it. Oh. Alright, and we hit all of them. So the ones far away, we're gonna use the Molotov, and the ones close by, we're gonna use the Flamethrower. Pretty straightforward. Now we're gonna swim out here. We need to destroy this boat, but luckily we're here before it even takes off. So that's nice.
And number 4 goes up in smoke.
So.
Number 5 was totally worth it.
Beautiful. That's all of them.
That's it. I'm out of here.
Alright, and that's it. That was the weed burning mission. So this is like one of the more challenging missions when you're playing casually, but of course in a speed run we've found all of the ways to break these missions, more or less. And this one it's not that broken. There we go. Now we're gonna do another trial warp here. We're gonna do the trial warp first for the first time, I think, just to teleport us outside of the camp, the town, and also spawn a car, like I said.
Also, interesting note about the trials. It's not relevant for the any % run, but just if you load the game that already had trials unlocked and then start a new game, you transfer your trials that you unlocked in the previous playthrough to the new one, and so you can TP to pretty much this North-South Island immediately. It doesn't really help because there's no missions there, but you can.
Yeah. For sure. Alright, so next up is a mission called A Man Named Hoyt. Also a can be a pretty tricky mission. This one is pretty dependent on an NPC that we need to babysit called Rongo, and we can be a little bit Wait, did I do it too early? Oh, we're fine, good. I go kill those two guys with the RPG. And do they have an AK from me? No, they don't. But that's okay. There's an AK over here. So this is actually a minefield. So a pro tip is to not step on any of the mines. And then we're going to reload checkpoint again. This actually makes us invincible for a short moment. I think that happens every time you reload a checkpoint.
Yes.
Which is very useful here because... Now we're just doing some precision shooting here. Pretending to, at least. There you go.
That's right, up the hill. Come.
I'll plant a landmine over here. Guess there's gonna be some enemies that spawn here later.
Come on, we are almost at the
This is personally my favorite mission in the game. I don't know. It's really cool.
Oh yeah, for sure. There's some really cool tricks with the landmines and such. You can really like. You can get this down to a science as long as this guy behaves, and he was pretty good here. So, can I? Like,
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bastards, they robbed me. Where is it?
Oh yeah, we're fine. Let's go.
Hey, guard me while I search. I'm gonna kill you. Hurry up. I cannot find the document. I'm still looking. They threw everything on the floor. Oh my God. What a mess.
Oh yeah, that went pretty quickly, but basically we just planted a bunch of landmines in strategic positions to make sure everyone dies. The fire is annoying here.
Yeah, I think it's
Alright.
the fire here is because you didn't blow up the barrel here.
Okay, it's okay.
Oh yeah, probably.
Pardon the mess.
Alright, beautiful.
Willis, you got the picture?
The pirates use codes Neanderthals can read. Oliver's being transported on the old road. I've set the decrypted coordinates.
Go.
Good. I'm on my way.
Alright, saving Oliver. So here. So I just did the C4 dupe again. It's always nice to like save a little bit of time, or save a little bit of money, I should say. Basic reload checkpoint, I forgot. Make sure the cars spawn. The C4s cost money to purchase, and they're quite useful for certain missions, especially for killing heavy soldiers, which we're gonna be meeting later on quite a bit. There's quite a few heavy, so if you throw a C4 in the air and blow it up, they get one shot, which is very handy, because they can be, especially when you don't have the PKM, which is the light machine gun. The heavies are a pain in the ass to kill, but they take so much. They're bullet sponges, really. So now we're driving over here to kill, to save our friend Oliver, who's being transported to a helicopter. Gonna intercept him and save him. We're taking a little detour because I want to drive down here. The objective is over on our left, but there's a trial over here that I want to get for a later mission. So I want to, activate the trial so I can use it to warp later on. So it takes a little bit of time to get over here, but it saves that time. In the long run. It's a net gain. The trial is right over here by this outpost. Start the trial, and then we're gonna immediately just escape, and then quit the trial, and voila. And now the car spawns over here. That was nice. The outpost is shooting at me, but it doesn't really matter. I don't mind too much. Luckily, this is adventure difficulty because the game is really it's a challenge on the hardest difficulty. What's it called, Master?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we're fine. Yeah, so these guys, if I don't kill them here, they're gonna chase me to this objective, and then I'm gonna be locked in like a camera, and I can't fight back, and I'm gonna die. So I need to kill them now. Or I could kill them down here, I guess, but whatever. Probably would have made more sense, but I'm just playing it safe. But there's two soldiers here we're gonna kill, and then gonna proceed. Here we go. Gonna run over here. There's a very conveniently placed sniper, which we're gonna use. First of all, we're gonna use this little camera to overlook everything. We're gonna keep an eye on this magical helicopter. There you go. That's the helicopter that's coming to pick up Oliver, but of course we're not gonna let that happen. So in a moment we're gonna be doing a bunch of sniping.
There he is.
There's Oliver, and in a moment we're gonna reload checkpoint to make to get everyone out of the vehicles, just to, you know, progress things a little bit. Now this is quite tricky because Oliver and myself, but mainly Oliver, can die here if I'm not good with my shots. So I need to whip out the EU aim and hit all these shots.
Run, Ollie, come on.
Oh, I missed, but that's good actually. That means I'm reloaded for these guys. Oops. Oh my god.
Keep moving.
Oh, I suck. Okay, I failed because he died. Because I missed all these shots, so he died. We're gonna try again. Right. I'm gonna turn on my monitor real quick so I can see what I'm shooting at. There we go. Been off until now, but apparently I need it, so.
Margin in the chat said hashtag missed again. And he aim.
Keep moving.
There you go. Alright. I think we're good. Who's dissing my aim in chat? Marijn?
Ollie, steal the boat.
Margin and we are beater.
Unbelievable.
Oliver, here.
This is hate speech.
He said you can also laugh when I miss all my shots in my run.
Hmm?
Trying faster. Getting away.
Well, that would be a first. Why would you start missing shots now, Marijn?
Oh, it's Marijn.
Yeah, Marijn, he's Marijn.
Truck on the bridge.
Okay.
I believe that. Yeah. He's Dutch. So they have really weird pronunciations of everything, but they can't help it. So this mission is also a bit of an auto-scroller, but you want to make sure to kill the driver as he's sailing away from your path and not across, because if the boat sails across your path and the driver dies and you like sail into the boat, then the boat can explode and you with it, and then you'll fail the mission and you have to start the sailing trip over, which really sucks. So you want to make sure to kill the driver as he's like as he's sailing away from you. You want to like let him turn across and then sail away before you kill him. Oh. It's kind of unfortunate. Okay, I have one medkit, that's fine. Not too bad. Alright. That went pretty well. Except I died once, but, you know, it happens.
We did it.
Beautiful. Yeah. Now we're going to Bat Town again. Going to go and meet Buck over here. Buck has our friend Keith. And we can't have that.
Willis, is that you?
Jason, I zeroed in on your friend Keith Ramsey, a hitman who works for a horse.
Also, the long chain of difficult missions are coming.
What's the guy's name?
Oh yeah, it's all action from here. So his name is Buck.
So his name is Buck, and he lacks the.
Alright. Gonna reload checkpoint a few times to just progress this mission. So I think we're golden. Yep. Nice. Now that puts us outside. So that mission's a bit weird, but basically, yeah, we spoke with Buck a little bit, and then and we're out here. We're gonna go over here and get a hang glider, hopefully, if it spawns. I'll be sad if it doesn't. But it did. Great! This is a marathon-friendly glider over here. Got us to this glider. This is RNG whether or not it spawns, so yeah. It's whoops, wrong one. This one. Oh, and also Zoology, and we're gonna get Stonewall. There we go. And we're also gonna just craft our syringe kit here. There we go. So, that was also a lot. So we just got a bunch of perks. We got the perks that give us extra syringe duration. So they last 30 seconds instead of 15, I believe. We also got cook nades. We got steady aim. We got deep breath, which part of the run where we're gonna be farming a bunch of blue flowers. We can hold our breath for like twice super long. I also got chain takedown. No, I didn't. But it helps protect me from being knocked down by enemies, which is very handy because that can be a death sentence if you're unlucky. So here I'm making sure not to hit the boat with my jet ski, because if I do, that alerts all There we go.
I need that research.
Alright, so now we're just sneaking in here. Actually, no, we're killing everyone, aren't we?
You need to kill all the pirates here.
Yes,
to
you do. Yeah,
progress
you can't
this
just run
mission.
past them. Very true. Alrighty. Now we're just escaping this sinking boat. So, obviously there's a lot of the plot we're missing, because all of the cutscenes are being cut out. So basically we just got into... We're trying to find like an artifact for Buck, so that he'll give us our friend Keith, who he's keeping as a sex slave. Really messed up stuff. But we need to find a knife for Buck. Same knife that Cipher wants. And we just found some information on a PC in there, the PC that we just hacked, and then the boat started sinking. Gave us some information about where we need to go next. Find this knife. There we go. Now we escaped. This is also a place where the this extra swimmer perk comes in handy. Ready? This is an extra long cutscene. Hang on. It's getting a bit dark here. Alrighty, so now we're gonna start using the sprint syringes. We're gonna be doing a lot of running from here on out. And here are like some of the more difficult missions in the game. So when you use a syringe, there's like normally an animation that happens where you like stab yourself. But you can actually skip that animation for the sprint burst syringes, as well as the other syringes. By using the syringe and instantly using your knife, that like skips the animation and means you can run right away.
It actually will not work on the healing syringe.
Oh yeah, that's right. It won't work on the healing syringe, but I think all of the other syringes, right?
Yeah.
Where you have hotkeys, yeah. Beautiful. So now we're going in here, down in the docks.
They really wrecked this place.
Run down here, and then we're gonna reload checkpoint to put us in the right spot. Just gonna progress us a little bit along. There we go. Gonna use a syringe here.
Boss's men are here.
The syringe also helps you swim faster, actually. But it's mostly the running that we're interested in.
Let's go.
So it's important to just keep your cool here and keep running, because if you slow down and let them like get a handle on you, then they can do a lot of damage very quick. So, but we're okay. I'm just gonna heal because I don't trust this snake for the life of me. There you go. All right. There's a crocodile down here who will jump scare you and try to kill you and do the death roll, or roll of death, or whatever it's called. But
Okay, Jason, channel Indy.
so it's a good idea to shoot him, because he will grab onto you 100% of the time if you don't kill him. There we go. Channel.
The crocodile is pretty much the scariest thing in this game. It scared me so much in my 100% runs.
For sure, yeah. Especially when you don't know it's there. It's like a scary jump scare for sure, yeah.
Bet I need to reach that ledge.
All right. There we go. So we're gonna use the grenades to blow up those pillars, so we can be, you know, running towards the objective. Oops. Pillar. Oh, and we're gonna throw a grenade there. Right in the middle. Beautiful. But there is a trick here. I'm not gonna do it because I'm not very good at it.
Okay.
Basically, you can. It doesn't really. You can skip this little QTE thing that would save, you know, about 5-7 seconds in the cutscene mod. A lot more in the vanilla, right?
Yeah, it saves 17 seconds in vanilla.
Yeah. Pretty massive. Instead of like going to pick that little piece of metal up and then like climbing along, you can just skip the piece of metal and then like jump around. There's like a rock in the way, but you can very narrowly jump around it. So if you're good, it's a little bit more risky, but it's, you know, it's not that difficult once you've practiced it. Alrighty, so right as soon as this long cutscene or load screen is over, we're gonna reload checkpoint again to spawn a car over here. Down the road here. It's running along here, and then there'll be a car over here. This car spawns pretty much every time. And if this does spawn, there's normally a car like a little bit further down the road over there. Which is nice. Right now we're just driving to the next bug mission, which is Motherload. Which is another piece of the compass, the compass we need to use to find the knife. Oh, I took the wrong turn. Whoops. To go down here. There we go. These guys, luckily that's not a mounted gun. The cars with the mounted guns can really tear you up really quickly.
Yeah, a lot of runs that to the machine guns.
Yeah, like the only thing you can hope is that you can like avoid them. Like just drive away from them before they damage your car. And usually they damage it right away. And if you're on foot, they just tear you to shreds. Alright, let's go. This is a cool mission, if you nail it. It can be a little bit tricky, but it'll be fine.
Sniper's gotta take this slow.
Oh, I died. Luckily I got the checkpoint.
Yeah.
Did I hit the pillar or did they?
I think the pillar hit. Oh,
Okay.
or maybe they throw the Molotov or something.
Gotta bring the roof down.
Oh. It's not good. I'm dead. The fire kind of caught me off guard there. Oh no. Thank you. Alright, we made it. That's a little bit sketchy. If you're quick enough, these guys don't spawn and try to kill you, but I wasn't quick enough. But it's fine. Still moving. These missions are like really difficult. They can be at least. There's a Komodo dragon. Wanna stay away from those guys.
Dead end. There's gotta be something.
Yeah. This is like Indiana Jones, basically. We're just running through crypts and stuff to find hidden treasure.
So this is one of the first unskippable cutscenes that Scorpio couldn't like skip because
Yeah, that's true.
it's probably difficult.
There's a few, like, this is like a kind of a cutscene, which wasn't really possible to skip in the mod, so this is, you know, you kind of have to sit through this. Basically, the way I understood it is that Scubra put in like countless hours to make this mod work, and the few cutscenes that are left in are the ones that just absolutely would not work no matter what he did to remove them. So like here, this is, you know, a massive sequence where all this stuff falls down, as you can see, and it's still in. Yeah. Mod is free to download as well, of course, for anyone to use. It's a great gateway to get into the speedrun.
Well, not getting out that way.
I missed this little snake here on the ground. This mission is always super sketchy, like this running bit here. How often do you get hit by the falling rocks? Die?
I did, like, probably I did in a couple runs, but you can pretty much predict where they are.
Oh yeah.
Because they are scripted.
Yeah, but it's still like I feel like it's impossible to dodge that one that I waited for there. But luckily I got through without killing myself, so that's, you know, that's the minimum. That's the bare minimum. Right, beautiful. Nice. Now we're gonna go up here. Nugget outpost. Gonna reload checkpoint again to spawn a car. Gonna get this little PC here. Alright, launchers. We're gonna equip the RPG, which we're gonna need for a later mission. Wait, can I get the body armor? No, I can't. That might be okay. I should have prioritized the body armor. Okay. We have full ammo, which is nice.
Full ammo is more important, I think, because you really need RPG shots for next missions.
Yeah, it's super helpful for ambush. You're right. So now we're driving over here, and I made sure to empty my loot bag because now we're gonna stock up on all of the flowers at the bottom of the lake over here. That's a ton of flowers. With the perk that gives double flowers, we actually get more than we can actually carry. So we need to craft some syringes halfway through, which is a great issue to have. Buck just chilling. Looting here, making sure to count how many I have. 7, 8. I'm looking at the minimap. Make sure where they all are, because I can't see shit down here. Alright, and if you don't get the deep breath perk, you're gonna die while doing this. So you either have to reef the surface or get the perk.
Also, did we explain the syringe? I don't remember.
Yeah, this one, the sprinter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. It makes you run 75% faster, and yeah, like I go into the menu and click all those buttons. Oops. In order to that's me crafting the syringes. Oh, this is a problem. We're gonna die. I was way too fast there. But it's okay. That's a checkpoint as soon as you grab onto the zip line. So you just like slow down here, like so. You can just slowly slide down. Beautiful. Don't shoot me too much. Be gentle. There's another checkpoint here. The checkpoints generally despawn the enemies around you, which is very handy because enemies are bad. Oh, there's a little medkit there.
That looks like acid. Definitely not going in there.
Uh-oh. Oh, this is not great. I'm gonna die, I think. Oh,
Should be
okay.
fine.
Because this mission's so sketchy. But we made it. This is one of the hardest ones in my opinion. Come on, get up. That's RPGs, guys. There's just so many people trying to kill you. Don't kill me too hard.
That knife's mine.
Come on. Hello? Thank you. Alright.
Also, you can stand in the corner of this room where the box is, and the enemies are not gonna touch you at all.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is a flame-free zone, luckily. Which is nice, because I would have definitely been murdered there if they could follow me.
Wow, this place is huge.
And also, we're gonna jump in the toxic water. Usually, oh, you're doing a little different strat. I usually
playing it
just
safe,
dump in. Yeah. I usually just jump in the toxic water by hitting the wall there. That is a little tilted. It acts like water, but you take damage in it, pretty much.
Yeah, Vlad is an absolute speed demon. Yeah. Now we're gonna run. We're gonna run on the left of this guy, otherwise he'll bite us, which we don't want. No biting. And here's the knife.
There you are. Please, let me live.
Here's another nice little QTE. These QTEs are kind of silly because, like, you can just spam the buttons. There's very little challenge to them. Just spamming left and right mouse button. to get through it there. Voila. Alright, so now we're gonna do another trial warp. Trial warp. Because this trial is right next to Buck's house, which is where we need to go next to go and get Keith.
You're not here.
Not this time, mate. Did you find it? The knife? The tool?
I have the knife. I'm coming.
Meet me in my place.
I have 2 syringes, that's good. Alright, left and right and up and down.
He's some fucked up foreplay, huh?
Mash, mash, W. There we go. Stabby, stabby. So now we killed Buck and we saved our friend Keith. And there's a very emotional cutscene after this. Pity. Beautiful. Now we're gonna go in here. I actually did a trick there. Normally you're not able to use syringes in this like temple zone, but if you like whip out your C4 or something real quick, you can activate a syringe. Like I clicked V to whip out my C4 very quickly, like this. Right. Right, we're doing a trial warp. That's right. There you go. Go on. This puts us very close to the mission area. There's a tiger here. He's a little bit scary, but we're fine. It's always good to keep track of how many syringes. So right now I don't have any left, so I need to grab some at some point. Do that now. Running over here to this town where we're gonna do an ambush, as the mission name suggests. We actually haven't really started the mission yet. The mission's called Ambush for a reason. So we're gonna be doing an ambush. Oh. And a mine here. And C4 on this bad boy. Drop a C4 over here. Blow up the car.
I'm kind of busy. What's up?
Just letting you know that the boat's coming along.
Alrighty.
When you back here,
I'm not sure.
you are coming back, right?
Yeah.
Okay. See you soon.
We're climbing this tower, or we're gonna have a good overview of everything.
Understand.
Stand at this little ledge just to have a little bit more of a, you know, height. A clearer shot on everyone.
You can also C4 dupe
Those guys are
here.
pirates.
Sorry?
They don't look
Safe.
like bosses,
You
man.
can also C4 dupe here. Just
Oh
in
yeah, that's
case.
true, yeah. I forgot to do that. Yeah.
These guys look organized. They look like
Alrighty, so now there's a car that's gonna come down here. This is why I picked up the RPG earlier, so for this particular mission. Because it's very handy to be able to kill everyone from up here with the RPG. So now I'm looking over here to spawn the next car. Go, and the landmine just blew up. And now I think a bunch of enemies are gonna come from here. Maybe, oh, the car, hell yeah. It seems a bit random, but maybe there's a way to manipulate it. I don't really know.
I usually wait like 7 seconds, like watching the church, and then I go to watch the bridge there.
Sure. Alright, that's really good. So yeah, once you run out of RPG shells, you just shoot everyone with the sniper right behind you. Gonna get this truck down here. We're gonna read our checkpoint to make sure the this truck over here that we ambushed doesn't drive very quickly. I think that's why. So that we can catch up to it and drive in front of it.
Yeah, it skips killing the 3 privateers here. Because if you go ahead of the truck, they will not like spawn in time, and you can activate the truck.
Yeah, true. There's some enemies that usually spawn up here, but I'm gonna drive ahead of the truck, and that'll like make them bug out. There we go. We're gonna run in here, and we're gonna boss and his gun. Whack. There you go. Alrighty, and now we do a little bit of space bar mashing again to get clear ourselves. Gonna do another sprint syringe. Here.
That must be where he took the warriors.
So I'm not a world record. Sorry?
Marathon strats.
For sure, yeah. That's a nice way of saying it. There we go. Right, so you just run back here so they don't kill you. Now we're buried between some bodies. Basically, Vas shut us down. This is like the third or fourth time Vas has tried to kill us. Of course, we don't really see it because we're skipping all the cutscenes. And, you know, then he obviously gives you that line, did I ever tell you the definition of insanity? After you crash this helicopter, he shoots you. And, yeah. That's like kind of the theme of the game. He kills you over and over again. You keep coming back. And you're both getting more and more insane because of it. Oh. Oops, wrong key.
Get my stuff back from those pirates.
So we're actually gonna go and get the perks. Chain takedown, there we go. And these 2 bow perks. There's the mission coming up. New something ritual.
New rite of
I don't
passage.
Remember. New rite of passage. It's almost what I said. Requires you to use the bow and arrow. Beautiful. Down here. So I'm just going down there to grab this LMG, or I'm going to the camp to grab the LMG, because I like to use that for payback, which is the next mission. I know Vlad doesn't do that. He takes an AK on the pier.
Yeah.
You'll see it in a moment. It's, you know, there's 2 different ways of doing it. Better preference, I would say.
What was that saying, Dennis?
I always end up kicking the AK into the water, so I go for this strategy instead, because it's a little bit slower maybe, but the PKM I feel like is better for this mission.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I just practice the AK a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm not switching back.
Of course, makes sense. Yeah, it's a matter of preference. If you can get a 158 with the AK, then who am I to judge? So. But yeah, the PKM, you'll see in a moment, but basically you have to like kill the guy on the pier and take his AK, which also takes a little bit of time. Just like it takes a bit of time to get the PKM and equip it and everything.
What the hell is that thing?
So, pretty much evens out, I'd say. So
Someone
here,
in chat, someone in chat suggested the maybe protagonist is Blasker's nephew or something, that's why he's unkillable.
Whose nephew?
Blazkowicz from Wolfenstein. Okay, this Ink Demon fight is really cool.
For sure, yeah.
There's a strat here. When there is like a bubble cycle, and you can pretty much kill it before he throws his bubbles there, and if you get it, it's pretty much the 1 cycle of him, and it's pretty hard, but it's really cool if you pull it off.
Sure, yeah, he throws these bubbles at you, yeah, that's true. Unless you're super quick. And he hit all those arrows as well, which is surprisingly difficult even though he's massive. He moves around a lot, it's kind of hard to lead the shots, but there we go, we got him. So this is where the boat perks come in handy. They just speed this mission up a little bit. Now we just run up his arm here and stabby him in the face. Let's go. Like I mentioned, the game loves QTEs. Mash, mash, mash. There we go. Stabby. And that's it. That went pretty well. Alrighty, so now we're doing Payback. We just had a bit of sexy time with Citra, but of course we don't see any of that. This is a PG-13, or I don't know. It's not really.
Probably not PG-13.
Yeah, probably not, no. But at least we didn't see any titties, so that's good. So yeah, this is where Vlad gets the AK from those guys, but I have the PKM, so I don't need to do that, of course. Run right through these guys. It's a bit of a bit of DMCA music, so I'll try to speak over it. The Antwort. Right, wrong button. We need to get some health perks here. I always get these perks here too, because the health upgrades here give you full health, which is very nice. If you're like super low on health, you can use a health perk to heal you up to full health. Very handy for a very specific mission, which is running through like, I don't know, 20-30 enemies, it feels like.
Somewhere around that, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of heavies, a lot of flamethrower guys, so yeah. We're gonna be abusing that little trick with the heal. I'm just making sure to, I'm actually freeing the tigers here to help me fight these guys to distract everyone, because otherwise they'll just be shooting at me, which is no fun. So I need to kill a certain amount of enemies for this gate up there to open. There you go. The tiger helped a lot. So I just throw the C4 there to kill that heavy, because he can knock you down and kill you. Which sucks, because then you have to go all the way back to that roof I started at. But that went really well, actually. The tigers helped a lot with killing people and distracting them. So yeah, and now Vars is stabbing me again. He's trying to kill me. Again, he's failing. Now I'm tripping balls again for some reason. Game has a very psychedelic theme to it, as you can see. And I would like having the showdown with Vars or Nemesis. So we can't really speed this up in any way, we just have to go through it.
His tattoo is on the left arm, not the right one. So it didn't disappear, it's there.
Alrighty. So here, coming up, there's a little trick which allows you to sprint through this next segment. We're just gonna reload checkpoint as soon as we can. Beautiful. So once you hear the sound of you equipping the gun, you can start sprinting. You hold W and shift, and then you'll run through this bit. Normally you're walking, but yeah. It's pretty cool that like these like forced slowdown segments, there's a lot of ways to speed them up and make you run through them, or at least move quicker through them. So yeah, PG-13, like I said.
Citra, I won.
Alrighty.
Bye bye, Wes.
Rest in peace. But what if was not killed? I'm gonna use the C4 trick again to allow my use sprint burst here. Alrighty, now we escape. Now we gotta go to talk to our girlfriend to say I'm not going with them off the island. Come on. And thank you. go. And voila, and now we're fast traveling to here. I'm on a key outpost. I just buy ammo just to be safe. Whoa. I didn't have anything to sell. Oh, I didn't buy any, did it? Oh, I have full... What? Okay. Did it reload my guns, even though I didn't buy anything? Interesting. For some reason my PKM is reloaded, even though I didn't buy any ammo. Normally, I guess I had full ammo in the bag. I don't know. I had... Normally, you after payback, your gun is, you know, empty because you spend all the bullets. Maybe I reloaded it during payback. I didn't pay attention. But right, because you need to shoot some more guys in this mission. And the PKM takes a while to reload, so ideally it is reloaded when you arrive, or at least you have some bullets in the magazine when you arrive. So now we're driving to Willis, who's gonna fly us off the island, because we're gonna go and kill Hoyt after, you know, he's the last guy remaining with him and Voss. Hoyt is the boss of Voss, you could say. He's on the South Island. We're currently on the North Island, so South Island is like the next level. The enemies are more dangerous. There's more heavies, etc. And smack. Alright, that went well. We killed everyone. Willis is a little bit racist, so you'll have to excuse him. He's the Patriot. And as we learned in Far Cry 4, every Patriot is a son of a bitch.
No spoilers here. Go play Far Cry 4.
He may or may not be present in Far Cry 4 as well. And he may or may not be just as big as an asshole in that game as he is here. Oh, that was everyone for now. These enemies arrive in like predictable waves, so I'm gonna be using landmines to make my life a little bit easier.
It's more important to place mines on when repair is almost finished, because you need to clear all the enemies before you can take off.
Yes, very true.
The chopper.
Yeah, the plane, exactly. Right at the end, when we need to kill the last wave of enemies, and they like spawn right as he finishes. So landmines are very useful in that sense, because obviously then we want to kill them as soon as possible. I died on the last bullet. That's awesome. And there's lots of ammo around here, so no problem at all. And lots of landmines as well. I kind of forgot where to plant the last landmine over there, but no big deal. So these two landmines are for the cars. There you go.
Yeah. I think you just planted it in the hut, and it's a little random if he goes. The pirate goes into the hut. He can go outside, but usually he goes to the hut. So I
we'll just put it here. Right, so last wave. This is a pretty I turned up the music for the run. It's pretty quiet, pretty anticlimactic. He's also taking a sweet time with preparing this thing. That's okay. He's doing the best he can. There we go, I got everyone. Beautiful. BEA beautiful. The mines worked. So now there's a cutscene where he flies us away and he gives us a wingsuit, which is why we're in a wingsuit now. This is a great game, but like if there's one gripe I have with it is that you don't get the wingsuit sooner. You only get it, we're like about 70% through the game now. So I'm going a bit too far, there we go.
That was awesome.
I'm just running to this little truck here.
Who knows if this sand is even real?
You get a checkpoint when you get in, so if you die, it's not the end of the world.
I don't know. Yeah, you probably get the checkpoint, I think.
You do, yeah, you do. You can even up 11 to despawn all the enemies if you want, but you know. Takes a few seconds. It's not really necessary most of the time. Oh, just stocking up on sprint syringes. They're very useful for this, not this mission, but the next one. Here we're meeting Sam for the first time, who's going to be helping us take down Hoyts. They're playing poker down here. It's the guy on the left, who's Sam. He's going to be helping us. Here, this poker game is very intricate. Takes a lot of practice to get right. So what you want to do is you want to spam tap to go all in as soon as possible, because then they'll always fold and you'll always win the round and then progress the mission. This is how you play poker in real life as well. Just go all in every time.
Easy clap.
Yeah. Hardest poker game ever. There we go. I executed it successfully, so that went well. And I just whistled the Star Spangled Banner because Willis told me that that is code for Sam to know who I am. To know that he's like, I'm a friend of Willis. They're both like CIA agents trying to take down Hoyt's drug empire. Or whatever.
Guess I'm done too.
Beautiful.
No refunds.
Where did he go?
Oh, well, so up next is Doppelganger, which is another stealth mission, which means you'll fail it if you get detected. But luckily it's a pretty consistent mission, so as long as I don't mess up the strategy, we'll be fine. And there's a bunch of checkpoints, so it's not the end of the world if you do fail it. Some places are worse than others to die in, or to fail. Whoops. And Doppelganger is one of the, one of the better missions probably. Still, it's a pretty straightforward mission, but it's pretty cool to like pull off successfully, of course.
Yeah, it's also like where the most casuals stop playing this game.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass when you don't know what to do.
Yeah, it's really hard.
You just need to memorize the movement of every single soldier, and then it's easy. But unless you do that, then it can be really difficult because you fail instantly if they detect you. I'm gonna go for the yeet strategy here. There you go. Reloading checkpoint to reset everyone, of course. So the plan is to go in here and steal a uniform so that I can blend in with all of the other soldiers. I'm gonna throw a rock over there to distract that soldier or that guard. Just slide down here. There you go, beautiful. Gonna reload checkpoint again to put that that guy in the right spot. This guy. Get him to walk a little bit over there, and I'm gonna throw a rock to make him turn around. Then we're gonna jump across. Beautiful. Throw another rock to distract this guard. Okay, he's a bit slow, but that's okay. Mission can be a little bit tricky. This is where it's like you're at risk of getting detected, but it went well. So we're crouch walking right now to not get detected. Just throw a rock over there. Go.
I should find a safer way in.
Right, that's fine. We made it to the checkpoint. And now we're gonna jump to the water. There we go. So that went pretty well, actually. I'm sprinting suddenly. Standing, I'm sprinting right next to everyone. But we reached checkpoint, which allows us to reload checkpoint here and continue the mission.
Yeah, it saves a lot of time. Because you have to go around the room and stuff, and you just running to the checkpoint, pretty much. Yeah. It saves a lot of time.
Sleeves cover the tattoos.
Actually, now we have our uniform, so these guys are no longer aggro. We're gonna run around and loot a little bit of stuff here.
So how am I supposed to act?
Now we need to stand here for go. There's a bunch of cutscenes here that we're skipping. This is like one of the longest ones. So, yeah. I'll just get into this boat and sail away. We have triple decker. Need to go to Camp Romeo, and I definitely know where that is. There it is.
Sam, I just got off the boat.
We need to kill 3 commanders.
Do not let them observe you doing suspicious things, like killing, strangling, bombing, electrocuting.
One of Hoyt's men offered me a way in. A group of traitors planning to steal from Hoyt. I'm thinking I kill these.
Alright, that's the first one. I'm gonna use takedowns here so they don't like run around. They all stay in the same place and we can easily get them. And also so all of their friends don't shoot us, of course. There's a lot of enemies here.
Still nothing. Last guy better be.
Oh. Yeah, I saw that coming. Whoops, I messed it up. So where are we now? We're all the way back here. Okay.
How's it going? Hey.
It's too quick. This is like an FPS thing.
Paradise, my ass.
Nothing.
Like they like kind of bounce around a little bit when you do takedowns. And you like rub into them. Let's try not to kill ourselves this time.
Still nothing. Last guy better be carrying something.
Oh.
Watch your step.
Like a pro.
What is it?
I'm gonna run over here. This is like the end spot.
Oh no. The
What?
stream is not... Is the stream? It's not on Switch. For me on VLC it's fine.
Sam, I visited the temple. Got all 3 guys.
I hope it fixes.
The roll sheet eludes you. This makes me
If it's streaming to you, if you can see the stream, then it's probably not your end is broken on.
It's important.
Then the roll sheet will be at the meeting.
The few people in chat also says something.
Yep.
Something.
Yeah, but you.
Is it moving? Hmm? Oh, I think it's working, but...
Yeah. Okay, he's working on it. Oh yeah, I don't. Sure, I don't need to restart. All right. Okie dokie. Looks like we're live again. What's it looking like, Vlad?
Yeah, it's not going, I think.
Okay. We're gonna give it a go. I'm sure Heki will let me know if it's there's still issues. So we're gonna proceed with the mission. This is diffusing the situation. Bombs, along with Sam here, and we need to protect him while he does his job. This is work. One. Alrighty. So I planted a landmine there because I don't want that Molotov guy to get close to the field. If he does light that field, that will scare Sam. Look at freezing issues, damn.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see what I can do. Can I restart the stream, Hecky, real quick? Is that okay? I think I'll try to lower the FPS. Okay, I'll stop the stream real quick. Be right back. I'll also restart my internet real quick. Go live again. 30 FPS, 2K bitrate. Let's see if that is better. Let me know when we're live. We're live. All right, let's give this a go again. Maybe hopefully it helped a little bit just to restart the stream. We'll see. So yeah, here we're just defending Sam again while he's defusing the bomb downstairs. There's a few enemies that spawn. It's not too bad. Big car that spawns up here. You want to make sure not to blow up this car because it'll light the fields. Alrighty, so he's done. And now a few more enemies will spawn. One up here. There we go. Then 2 enemies up in this building up here. I just wanted to get rid of a medkit there. I don't really want it for now. I prefer having the sprint syringes. They share the slot with the medkits. So you can only have like 5 sprint syringes or 5 medkits, or, you know, interchange them. You can only have 5 total syringes of the different types. We just picked up an RPG as well in this house, which is going to be very useful for the next mission, which is called Deep Throat. It'll allow us to blow up a truck from far away, which we need to destroy for the mission. Oh, did we get everyone? I think so. Beautiful. Sorry about the tech issues, everyone. Hopefully everything will run smoothly from here on out. There's about 20 minutes left of the speedrun, I'd say.
Finished! I win! Jason, over here!
Alright. Road is Camp Echo. Over to the east, I believe. There it is. Go. Alrighty. Seems to have helped to restart the stream a little bit, maybe? Fingers crossed.
Yeah, I hope. Okay,
I'm gonna find a few more.
Yeah. Deep Throat is like the mission where we need to... what was the storyline of this mission? I actually forgot. Is it
I
like
have no idea how to do the mission correctly. I think you just have to... You're supposed to, like... infiltrate the camp, sneak around or something.
Yeah, you need to go like in the cave and go around a lot, and we're basically skipping all of that by just because there is actually a checkpoint that we can reload and pretty much skip all of the like cave sections and going around the camp or something like that.
Yeah, yeah, you're supposed to like you're supposed to cross back and forth in this ravine up here. We're gonna wingsuit right down the middle of it and skip a lot of the mission. Really cool mission here, as long as you don't mess it up, of course. But we have the we have plenty of sprint syringes, so it's all good.
We also
have any problems.
Yeah, we also have the RPG, and one of the objectives of this mission is find the RPG, and it is also saves a lot of time.
Ready. So I'm gonna stand up here. We have a good shot from on this transaction up here.
That's the roll sheet.
Oh.
Gotta get my hands on it.
Now we just shoot as soon as the objective changes. There we go.
Actually, you should have reloaded the checkpoint.
Oh.
Just to be safe.
I can only apologize. Yeah, now we're flying down here, and we're gonna get a checkpoint now, and we're gonna reload. Beautiful. And this skips like a bunch of the game. I wish I could explain it, but I I don't think I've ever played the mission intentionally, so yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Go. Beautiful. I'm gonna loot this guy.
This doesn't look good. I've gotta get out of here.
Beautiful.
We're basically
Alright,
just skipping half of the mission. With this checkpoint.
Yeah. Go. Landed safely in the water, head first. Beautiful. We're just gonna loot a few more leaves, just to be safe. Alrighty. Proceeding.
Sam, I did it.
Next up is All In, which is, ironically, is one of the longest missions in the vanilla playthrough, if not the longest. But it's one of the shortest in the skip cutscenes mod, because almost all of the mission is like a couple of really long cutscenes with Hoyt, where we meet him for the first time.
Yeah, I think it's like 10 minutes in vanilla and like 2 minutes in skip cutscenes.
Yeah, including this driving to it. Like driving to the mission. It's super short, which is nice. Cutscenes are boring in a speedrun. Waiting is against the law.
Let Citra know that he's as good as mine.
Do not worry. I am
Ready.
always at Citra's side.
Put on your best poker face. You get one shot at this. Come.
Go.
How's it going? Things are starting to get interesting.
Also, there is a infamous Riley softlock on this mission in vanilla that can happen.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. You can softlock this mission if you, I'm not sure what causes it. I'm pretty sure it's got something to do with like running in front of in front of Sam there, and like getting too close to Riley or something, and then basically you can like get stuck between those two punches, and you just like stuck at that. You can't do the second punch. So right now we're torturing our little brother to make Hoyt trust us, because right now Hoyt doesn't know we're Jason in disguise.
He knows.
He
actually knows.
I don't think he knows yet. He'll know soon.
Well, I have a theory about that. I think he saw the Jason in Make a Break for it, the very first mission. I think he remembers him, and he just, for some reason, didn't want to kill him.
Maybe. Quick sell. Go.
No, it's not a rescue mission. We're just visiting Riley, I guess.
Alright, so this mission is one of the cooler missions for sure. It's also one of the biggest reset points, I would say, because you can lose so much time on this mission if you're I'm going the safe strat. You can lose so much time on this mission.
Hello, Sam.
If you get unlucky or mess up. Oh, nice. Nice safe strat, and I fell down.
Yeah, we're gonna skip all of enemies on this mission by using a sprinter and healing with HP skill abuse, pretty much.
Yeah, so we're just gonna heal now. There we go. Might be dead. We're fine. Oh, I died. Rip.
Oh no.
Fine. This happens a lot in this mission. We are just sprinting through everyone like this. Oh.
They decided to be nice.
Yeah, this time I timed it well. It's really a timing thing in a lot of ways with that mission, because the enemies come in like a pretty consistent wave, so to speak. But other times they just they get stuck in the door and block you. And there's nothing you can do except, you know, on my way. Stupid dog.
Sam, that's it. C4's in place. Where are you?
The cavalry is coming, my friend.
Right, so this is supposed to be like an epic fight with Hoyt's mercenaries and everything, but we're just gonna hide down here and wait for Sam. And they don't really know where I'm at, so they're gonna go and try to disarm the bomb in a moment. And we're gonna keep them away from it, like from down here. It's just I don't actually know who found this thread, but it's super cool. You can like stay down here in safety. You found it, nice job.
Yeah.
And yeah, basically you want to keep, there's like, the enemies come in waves, so if I clear out this wave, another wave will spawn, and... Sneaky boy. And after that wave, another wave will spawn, and... What are they doing?
Oh, what?
Yeah, they're like, not even aggro. This is like, I've never...
You need to kill them, because they were gonna
yeah, I know.
the chopper.
I know, he's not close yet, so... Okay, now they're running around. There you go, now they're normal again.
Okay, I think it's fine.
Yeah, that mission is super sketchy because basically, if they're not shooting at you, they'll start shooting at Sam in the cockpit, and if they shoot at Sam, he'll die, and the helicopter will explode, and you get to do that all over again. Where's Delta Cam? There it is. So, yeah, so you definitely want to keep Sam alive.
Dennis, I found my brother. He's alive.
What about Hoyt?
I have a plan to
Also, really cool mission, Black Gold.
He has my brother.
Sorry?
Also, like, also the cool mission, Black Gold, is probably my second favorite of all of them.
Yeah, for sure. This is a cool mission, yeah.
Yeah.
Very satisfying.
Pull off. Yeah, what you do here is we're gonna use... Basically, in casual playthrough, you need to drive around with Sam and plant the bombs. But instead, we're gonna just leave Sam and we're gonna use the sprinter to plant all the bombs by ourselves because it's super fast. Like, it's literally, like, probably like 2 minutes faster than just driving with Sam.
Yeah. Wait, does the fire go out by itself? Interesting. Maybe it can.
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know, it seemed like it, but whatever. Doesn't matter, I put it out.
Yeah, no, you need to put it out manually. If the prompt is there, you will die, I think. From my experience, at least.
Gonna kill that heavy down there. Oh, never mind. Oh, gonna just kill that heavy. Are you kidding me? Bro, what? How is he alive? What is this? Oh my god.
That's never happened before.
That is the strongest heavy ever. I think I somehow threw the C4 like onto the wall twice, and that like caused it to not blow up properly. Go on.
Kill issue.
Absolutely, We're gonna find out if the fire goes out by itself. It looks like it does. Not quite. It doesn't. Never mind. Oh dear. Hello, everyone. Right, so we're gonna kill this heavy up here. There you go. He dies in one shot to the C4 every time. I don't have any C4 left, but I think it's okay. I don't think I need it much. It's useful for, what's it called? Betting against the house.
Yeah.
I'll buy some for the next mission. I should be next to a... That doesn't really matter. Alrighty. Beautiful. That's not it? Let's go a little bit forward, I think. Or,
so,
there you go.
You can park it like the other way around and it's gonna be a little faster actually.
Oh. So I didn't know that actually. Yeah, he has to turn
Yeah.
around.
It's like 3 seconds faster because Sam drives away a little faster.
Cool. Nice. So yeah, here we're supposed to be fighting a bunch of bad guys, but they don't really know where I am because I ran around super quickly and... you know, that you're supposed to drive around with Sam, but... I just ditched him, so now there's no enemies here. So we're just waiting for this guy to like stop hacking or planting the bomb.
I actually have... I might have a theory why it's happening. Because the last area where we've been like planted the bomb, like there is gonna be a lot of enemies there for some reason. Like if you're gonna like see a lot of enemies there, I think there is just a cap for how many pirates there can be in like one area or something, and that's why in this area there is no enemies here.
Could be Go on.
Also, yeah, we're shooting Sam to teleport him to the car.
Yeah, he walks super slowly, yeah, so I'm just trying to teleport him there. This sequence is broken. Oh, never mind. Here they are. I was about to say, where is everyone? But no. Luckily, we're invincible here. It's a little bit jittery. So. Alright. He did it. He's in the hole now. Yeah, I don't think that did it, but we'll find out. Hopefully I have the C4 now. I do, I have 2. Wonderful. I thought they were super expensive.
I think, yeah, I think it's like $30 or something, but still it's...
Yeah, I paid 32 and now I have 2 of them.
Nice, actually.
That's very cool. Alright, there we go. Once again, just gonna go all in.
I'm calling. I call.
There we go. So yeah, this is a pretty long waiting section. The ending is a little bit... it's like... It switches a lot between being super slow-paced and super fast-paced. In some ways. Yeah, we are getting towards the tail end of the run.
Checking. Checking.
So here we're playing poker with Hoyt. At this point he does know that we're a traitor, and so is Sam. Stabby stabby.
Sorry. House rules. Ah, look at that. We have the same cards.
Alrighty.
So let's raise the stakes a little, shall we?
Oster? Jason Brody? Whatever your name is, it slipped my mind. How stupid do you think I am?
This is one of the more popular speedrun games of the Far Cry series. Mostly because of its age, but also because it is a pretty cool speedrun in a lot of ways.
So, got your little reunion with Riley. Brought a tear to my eye. I'm rarely moved. I'll admit,
I think one of the first speedruns was like in January 2013, like a couple of months after the game was released.
But let the chips fall where they may, right? I forgive you. So, name your price. Everybody has one. You're all puppets, and we pull the strings. The system was designed to work that way.
Screw your system.
Oh, I gotta bet my life here. There you go. So if you guys have been enjoying this Far Cry speedrun, there's another Far Cry game coming up right after. Stick around for the next run.
You know what, Jason?
After that, Marijn will be doing Far Cry 5.
On you, since you're a family man. One finger every time you lose. I think I'll start with the ring finger.
Very stabby. Right. Poker game is over.
Oh, Jason.
Boss fight time.
You know, you could have joined me. Every kill would have been rewarded with money.
Fuck you.
I'll only fail this QTE only once, and never again.
You failed it once?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. I think I did as well when I was just standing out. Then I learned the Macedon strat of just spam left mouse, right mouse, and spacebar. That's the 3 buttons you need for the entire QT, so you just spam those like all the way through.
I think I forgot. It was actually on my probably like around 2-hour run. Like I don't know. I was on PB pace and I forgot about spacebar and he killed me.
Oh god. Yeah, you've. That's one of the most painful ways of to fail.
Yeah.
Speedrun. Not even like you're failing a trick, you're just failing like the most basic thing.
Your brother's at the airstrip. Don't want to miss that plane.
I'll delay the flight.
Yeah, I really enjoy this the speedrun because like this is the last action. There you go. So the QG is longer actually, but we're not gonna continue it because this is the fastest way of killing Hoyt. You stab him once. You can do a couple more things, but this is like 10 seconds faster, I think. 5-10 seconds. There we go. Alrighty. And
We're gonna get to the airstrip now. Someone get to the mortars! Oh Jesus!
oh god. Fine. Alrighty. So now we're driving to the airport to go and get Riley, our little brother. It is actually possible to get blown up on this drive and so at certain spots, so you want to be you want to take a certain path through the shrubbery in a moment, because otherwise you are at pretty high risk of just blowing up. What the hell? If you drive on the road, like you will probably die.
Hello? Jason, where
Because I've had that happen several times until I figure out that the fastest run is drive through here. Alright. Gonna draft the last. Okay, we have 2 sprint syringes. That's great. That's fine. We're gonna use one here, and we're gonna use one for the last mission. Uh-oh. We're fine. Don't blow me up, please. It's actually nice to have a medkit here, but we probably won't need it. We're gonna plant a landmine there to deal with the heavy. Go. I'm gonna rescue our buddy. Our little brother.
I didn't know if you were gonna come. We have to get out of here. Follow me. I thought I'd never see you.
Oh, I got both of them. That's awesome. Very nice. Okay. So here, we're just kind of sitting on the runway because there's supposed to be a cutscene playing here. The game doesn't really know how to handle the fact that it's been removed, so it's just like we're just kind of sitting here for the length of the cutscene, and then the helicopter will start after like the cutscene is supposed to be over. If that makes sense. There you go. It's fine. We'll just take out these soldiers while we wait.
Also, this heli ride is really annoying. For some reason, on adventure difficulty, it's super hard. It's much harder than master.
Really?
Yeah, I think the Scuba said that.
That's so weird. It's funny because I've never, like, literally, I've never had issues with getting destroyed. There's a bunch of RPG guys who will, like, shoot you down if you're, or at least they'll try to shoot you down. I've never had it happen to me, even when I wasn't shooting anyone. But I know you've had it like 3 or 4 times at least where your helicopter has gotten blown up.
Yeah, pretty much. I think it was like 2 times.
2 times, okay, yeah. Yeah, one at the end of the 100% run. That must have been. You took it pretty nicely though, because you were so far ahead. But yeah, this is yeah. Side note: the 100% run of this game is 8 hours and 17 minutes, right?
I actually don't know. Yeah, 8
Something
hours,
like that.
13 minutes.
Yeah, Blad beat the world record by like 2 hours a while ago. He found a bunch of optimizations and yeah, now the world.
Pretty much. Yeah, it's pretty much the route that has been changed for the North Island, which made it much faster.
Yeah, 100% is an entirely different beast because this is like this run is all about perfection, but well, it's a little bit about consistency, but mostly about, you know, just being really fast and risking a couple of things. The 100% run is more, you know, it's endurance and consistency. That's what it's about. And planning, most of all. These games have so many collectibles. Far Cry 3, 4, 5, 6, so on. There's so many collectibles, so really the biggest time save is to just plan everything out in an efficient manner, so you're like not backtracking too much and traveling too much. But this is any percent. Go. So I got hit once by an RPG.
Yeah.
Most of the time you're fine, but sometimes they just hit you with all of them, and you will die and have to start the heli ride all over. This is like one of the most painful places to fail a run. Right here.
Yeah, because you lose like 4 minutes if you get blown up.
Yeah, pretty much. Because Riley's super slow, and he has to do roundabouts on the goddamn runway for some reason where all the enemies are. Can't just fly away. Right, so we're gonna destroy 2 of these helicopters because the 3rd one is invincible. Get him? Yeah, we did. Nice. That one's through the Yeah, you can't kill this guy until a certain moment in the mission. But luckily he's not shooting back either. So. There we go. Okie dokie.
Last stretch, pretty much.
Yep, home stretch. I'm gonna go and say hello to Dr. Earnhardt in a moment, and then I'm gonna do the very final mission, hard choices. Where we're gonna choose between Citra, the warrior queen, or our girlfriend and our friends. Go home with them. Doesn't matter for the speedrun, because the timer ends when you choose. So yeah. You can choose whatever ending you like.
What happened? Shit. Lisa? Daisy, over! I don't understand. I need to get to the temple.
Go. And let's get over here.
Riley, we have to go now. Stay close, Riley.
There we go. So that was the last syringe. Perfectly planned. We need it for this last mission here. There you go. And that's basically the last trick. So you like normally you're walking here, but you can, if you hold Shift and W at the right time, you'll be sprinting for that little bit at the beginning, which saves quite a bit of time. And it's also a terrible way of failing. How much time does it lose, Vlad? You would know.
10 or 15 seconds around there.
10-15 seconds, yeah. You have lost a world record by like 1 second or something, or a PB.
What? No, I lost sub 2 like by 2 seconds.
That's
by
it,
not
right?
getting
Yeah.
this trick.
You got a run that was 2 hours and 2 seconds, and then you got another one that was 2 hours and 1 second, something like that.
Yeah. But then I got 158 after that.
Yeah, you skipped over the 159 completely and just saved over a minute. After weeks of grinding.
Yeah.
The time is coming up as soon as we're gonna lower the knife in a moment. So about 10 seconds from now, that's gonna be time.
No, Jason, please, 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 Jason, no, please.
Time, okay. That's it.
Why must you leave?
GG's.
GG, yeah.
Being a warrior, a
Even with some tech issues, we managed to finish within the estimate. I'm very happy with that. That went really well. So yeah, that's Far Cry 3 any percent without the cutscenes. So if you enjoy action speedruns, then this might be the mod for you.
You never have to leave.
This violence is over. I'm done. No more blood.
Yeah.